Hey everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for joining me on my latest Roblox Studio beginner tutorial that will show you how you can create and use tools. First of all, let me show you what I created so far. When I go to play, you'll see here's my character, and right at the bottom there is a sword. When I click on it, this happens. I get equipped with an incredible block of blue stuff. However, it is a tool that I can equip and de-equip, and I'm going to show you how the same process works, how you can create a tool like that yourself. So first of all, I'm going to delete the present tool I have. It's under starter pack, it's called sword. I'm going to delete it. So let's make a new one. First, I'm going to add a part. The same part is going to be moved here. For some reason it's way there, so we don't want to do that. We're going to go back to the island itself, even though I could make it anywhere. So let's add another part, insert it here, and let's now sculpt it. As I said, we want to be something that is sword-like, so let's extrude it. Let's make it thinner, like this, and let's give it a color that's going to be under properties. If you go for color, here it is. So let's make it something like this, or even let's make it red. Now we're going to rename this one to, let's say, blade. So I'm going to rename it and call it blade. And now I'm going to copy and paste it, and this is going to be the handle, but I'm going to scale it down so it's really small, like this, and I'm going to move it to the bottom of the same sword. So it's right here somewhere. It's already getting welded together, so yep, just a bit further up and to the side. And now I have a part that is going to play the part of the handle, so we need to rename it, and it's going to be not blade because I copied it, but handle. So right now we have, if we go back to the same setup, we have our blade and we have our handle, and we're going to change the handle's opacity. So it's going to go, or transparency better said, from 0 to something like 5.5, so that it's kind of transparent, and you can set it to 1 so it's not visible at all. Now with the handle and blade, we're going to add the blade to the handle, and we're going to add to the workspace a tool part, which we're going to rename to sword. And now we're going to move the handle and the blade and the weld to the sword tool. And here under the handle we need to add one more element, which is again weld, but well constrained so that the same structure keeps together. And that is basically the creation of the tool. The last thing we need to do is to move it to the starter pack, and it's here. And now once you play, enter the match, you see under the sword at the bottom of the screen, we can equip it. If we zoom in, we can see that the handle is semi-transparent, but we can also stop the game and set the handle to fully non-transparent. Again, into property transparency, we can set it to 0, and then again when we play, when we equip the same sword, it's going to be held like a regular object in the hand itself. So pretty cool, pretty useful, pretty interesting. Of course, what you can further up do with the same tool is another story and a more complex process, but this is how you create and then use the tools that you want to have in your game. There it is, pretty short, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Hopefully you found this tutorial useful, hopefully you found it interesting. If you did, please consider supporting me through a range of means. The cheapest, easiest, fastest one: subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment if you have one, and be here for my new clips. But besides those, you can check out my Patreon page, you can check out my channel memberships, you can check out my books on Amazon, All of those are in the description below. But again, cheapest, easiest, fastest way to support me, subscribe and be here for my new tutorials. That's all from me. My name is Ivica. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day. Have loads of fun in your Roblox Studio adventures. And I'll see you on my next tutorial. Until then, bye bye.